Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and this is day 3 of our 30 days of thankfulness. And don't forget, some people are saying, I didn't see a discount code and I don't see anything on sale. At the end of the video, I give you the discount code, and the link is always below in the description, and you can click on that link and go straight to the .com where the item is that's going to be discounted for that day. Now, when you look at that item, it's going to show the regular price, but if you use that code that I give you at checkout, then it will give you that percentage off, whether it be 50% or 30% or 25% or whatever. So that's where it is. I've had a lot of people say, I haven't found any sales, but we've had 2 things so far on sale, and the 3rd thing will be coming up today. So go over and with the link below and check that out. If I sound a little bit off today, please forgive me. I am not feeling real well, but I did want to go ahead and get a video up for you guys because I had promised, and I try never to break my promises. This is for Karalee Karasays is her name, and she wanted a more sophisticated snowflake. She said she made some, but they look like a child made them, and I don't know, mine might look like a child made them too, but I can show you what we do. One of the options that we do each year and hang in our windows is we do these 3D snowflakes. I absolutely love them. They're easy to make. They're not hard at all. We do these and then hang them from like an invisible string in our windows of the shop each year. So I can show you how to do those really, really quick. You can whip some of those out in no time. Now I'm going to use some white paper just for the sake of the video because I do have to draw a little bit on this, so I want you to be able to see the drawing. This is just plain copy paper, 8.5 by 11. You can make those out of cardstock, but they're a lot harder to cut, but they can be done. I have done them out of cardstock before, so you can do that. You can also make them out of pattern paper. They're very pretty, made out of pattern paper. So I'm just going to show you the general way to do it on the white copy paper, and then you can adjust it any way that you want. And this is not my original idea. This came from, let's see if this came from Arts and Crafts for You, I think is the name of the person who I saw do this a few years ago. Okay, start out with the 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. You're going to put it on the 11-inch side in your scoreboard, and you're going to score at every inch. Now, if you don't have a scoreboard, don't worry about it. Just fold it, you know, like we're going to show in a minute. Just measure out 1 inch, or it doesn't have to be precise. I've done them without even having a scoreboard before. But we're going to score these at every inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? And you want 2 of these to make 1 snowflake. I've already got one of them scored so that we could do the video a little bit quicker. I've already got this one scored. And all you're going to do now is just your regular accordion fold. Now I can tell you this, making them out of pattern paper and cardstock, they're a lot easier to fold than this copy paper. This copy paper tends to take on a mind of its own because it is so thin, but it doesn't have to be folded exact. As long as you're somewhere near, you're good. Doesn't have to be precise. So even though I scored this, it's still wanting to fold on its own somewhere else, so it's a little bit harder with copy paper, but I wanted to show you with this so that you can just accordion fold it all the way down. Okay, then I take my bone folder and I go over this And I crease it really well, and that kind of makes everything lay down. Makes it a little bit easier when it comes to cutting. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece of paper, and with this little flap where this is folded like this, with this away from you, so this is going to be pointing away from me, I'm going to have a solid edge right here. I want to take my pencil. Here again, this does not have to be precise. This is a snowflake, so every snowflake is different. Start in this bottom corner right here, and you're just going to do kind of a curve like that. So all you're going to do, remember this is our open end up here. This is our closed. Okay. Then let me zoom in so that maybe it'll help when I mark these. There we go. Then you're going to come about right there, just a little ways away from that first one, and you're going to go up and over like that. Make something that looks kind of like a tooth. Then you're going to come right beside that one and do the same thing. And then you're going to come beside that one, and you're going to make kind of a half little, I don't know what you would call that. It's not really a half circle because this end is a little bit shallower than that. But that's what your little mark should look like right there. Something similar to that. They don't have to be precise. Mine are never the same, believe me. Okay, now we're going to fold it in the middle, and we're going to make sure that we've got this pretty close. Okay, I'm going to lengthen this one just a little bit. I'm going to lengthen it about like that. Because here's my center, and I want to be pretty close, about ½ an inch away from my center when I finish that last one. Because you're going to cut the same pattern on this end as you do on this end. And you want about a ½ inch, or you want about an inch for the middle part right there, okay? I hope that's making sense. So there you go. And here's our center. And then from here to where we're going to end this other one is going to be about an inch. So just hang on and it'll make more sense. So let's cut this out. So starting here, you're going to cut that completely off. You're going to go right here where that tooth, I call that a tooth. Looks like one, looks like a shark's tooth. And you're going to cut that little part out. Just like that. Okay. Then you're going to go the next one. And you're going to cut that one out. And then cut this one. Just like that. Okay, so that's what it looks like now. Alright, so now just fold it over, making sure that this little tip, that little end meets up with that one, so that you've got your center correct. And then just take your pencil and trace this. Trace your cutouts. That's all you need to do. Okay, so now we have our pattern there. And so we're going to cut this out. Okay, so see, we have the same thing on both ends. So that is one side of our snowflake. Now we'll do the other. You see we had about an inch left in the center there. Now you can erase these pencil marks if you want to. I'm just going to leave them on this one. Alright, what you want to do now is you want to take your second piece that you folded the exact same way. Take this, turn it away from you, that open part, it needs to go away from you. Take this and lay it down just like that. Okay, so you're going to lay this one down like that. This is my open part up here. This is where my little teeth are down here. So I'm going to lay it on there and trace it. Now, if you wanted to just draw this pattern again on here, you could. I just lay it on here and trace it again. Makes it a lot easier. Because you're cutting these supposedly close to identical. Like I said, it doesn't have to be precise. Mine always turn out different. There's always a little bit of variation in them. But that's what's good about it, because these are your snowflakes. Snowflakes are all different. There's never two made alike. Okay, that one is off a little bit, so I'm going to adjust it by going like that. So I'm just going to start at my corner, go up, cut out my little teeth here. Okay, you have your two pieces cut out, and I'm going to zoom back out a little bit so you can see the full snowflake. Alright, you have your two pieces cut out. You want to make sure that you fold each one in the center and do a pretty good crease right there in the center. Okay, and then fold this one, making sure to put your little pieces together there. And then crease it. Okay. Now you want to take them and put them together just like that. Now, if you have those little tiny rubber bands like they put in little girls' hair, the little bitty ones, or those little bands like you use to put on your braces if somebody has braces, a little tiny rubber band works really good right here to hold these together, because these have got to be held together like this right here. I don't have any of those little rubber bands, so what I have been using is just some of this string, and this is some of the beading string. It's just something I've had forever. You can hardly see it. It's almost invisible. This is what I also use when I hang them in the windows, because it's so clear that you can't really see that anything's hanging there, or that they're hanging by anything. And then I just wrap this around a few times to make it pretty tight, because you want those to hold together in the middle. And then I tie it off. And of course, like I said, if you had the rubber bands, it would be a lot easier, because you wouldn't have to worry about trying to tie this. And I suppose that you could probably staple these together in the middle. I'm not sure. I haven't done that. So you might try it and see what it looks like. It might work. Okay, so you see my string's not going to show when I get everything pulled out. Now all you need to do is start fluffing this little thing out. And you're going to take these ends and you're going to staple these together. Now, if you don't want to staple, you can glue. I'm going to staple them for the video purposes, but when I make these to put them up in the windows, I use glue right here, or double-sided tape so that it doesn't show. I just put my double-sided tape in between there. But I'm going to, for the video, I'm going to staple just to make it a little bit quicker. The staples really don't show either, but it's a little bit cleaner when you put some glue in there. So I staple it a couple of places. I make sure that I go down here and kind of pinch that so that it's folded good out. And then I staple it, you know, right down here at the bottom. This Tim Holtz stapler is really good for that. So you've got 4 places that you'll need to staple. And let's see. Okay. there, and then I'm going to, let's see, pinch it. I'm going to take it right down in there if I can. The last two, the last two is a little bit harder to get together than the first two. There you go. That is it. Just fluff it up, put a string on it, and you're ready to hang your snowflakes. Now, I used a red string on this one. I couldn't find that invisible string there for a minute, so, but that's it. I hope this helped you. Let's see. Let me look at your name again. I hope this helped you, Karalee. If it did, please let me know in the comments. I have a couple more snowflakes that I could do for you if this is not what you're looking for. But just let me know. I think these are super cute. They look really good hung up in your windows. And my daughter even uses one of these on the top of her Christmas tree. We decorated it up and glittered it up, and she uses it at the top of her tree as well. So that's it, guys. We will see you tomorrow for day 5. Now, let me tell you what the discount code is for today. The discount code today is FLOWER, F-L-O-W-E-R, flower, not with the S, just F-L-O-W-E-R. I have lots of Prima flowers that I'm going to put in the .com for the sale. And remember, they will be listed at regular price, but if you use that code at checkout, then you'll get, and I'm thinking today, I think all we got off of these was 30%, I do believe. But if you use that discount code at checkout, you can get 30% off. Okay, guys, that is it. We will see you tomorrow for day number 4. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, like it, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.